Abdullah was a seasoned truck driver, with years of experience under his belt. He had traversed countless highways across the country, in all sorts of weather conditions. He worked for a large transportation company, and his dedication to his job was unparalleled. One night, Abdullah found himself driving his truck down a deserted road in the heart of the desert. The night was pitch black, and the road stretched out before him, devoid of any signs of life. It was as if he was the only person for miles around. As Abdullah continued along the desolate road, his eyes strained to make out any landmarks or points of interest. But the barren landscape offered nothing but darkness and emptiness. The eerie silence was only interrupted by the hum of his truck's engine. Suddenly, in the distance, Abdullah's keen eyes spotted something peculiar on the side of the road. It appeared to be a small, fuzzy object. Its unusual shape, distorted by the darkness, made it all the more mysterious. As he drew closer, he could hear a strange, almost otherworldly sound emanating from it. Curiosity piqued. Abdullah slowed his truck and brought it to a stop. He stepped out of the vehicle and cautiously approached the enigmatic object. His heart pounded in his chest, a mixture of fear and excitement coursing through his veins. Bathed in the glow of the truck's headlights, Abdullah finally got a clearer view of the strange entity. It seemed to be pulsating, as if it was alive. Its fuzzy exterior appeared to be comprised of countless tiny tendrils, writhing and twisting in an unsettling dance. The sound, now amplified, was a cacophony of whispers, like a million voices whispering all at once. Fear welled up within Abdullah, yet something compelled him forward. Without fully understanding why, he reached out towards the object. His hand trembled as it made contact with the fuzzy surface. The moment his skin touched the tendrils, a searing pain shot through his body. Abdullah screamed, a primal sound that reverberated through the lonely desert night. He tried to pull his hand away, but it was as if the tendrils had latched onto him, refusing to let go. The pain intensified, spreading throughout his body like wildfire. Desperate and terrified, Abdullah fought against the entity, but it was a futile struggle. It was as if it was draining the very life force out of him. His vision blurred, and darkness crept into the edges of his consciousness. Just when he thought it was the end, a blinding light pierced through the darkness. The fuzzy object recoiled, releasing Abdullah from its grasp. It disappeared into the night, leaving behind only a trail of swirling dust. As Abdullah lay on the deserted road, panting heavily and shaking, he looked up at the source of the light. It was a group of fellow truck drivers, who had seen the strange occurrence illuminated by the truck's headlights. They rushed to Abdullah's aid, their concern evident. Together, they helped Abdullah back into his truck. He was weak, but alive. As they drove away from the deserted road, Abdullah couldn't help but wonder about the strange entity he had encountered. What was it? And why had it chosen him? Little did Abdullah know, his fateful encounter was just the beginning. The entity had marked him, and whatever its purpose, it was far from over. The nightmarish whispers echoed in his mind, a constant reminder that the horrors of the desert awaited him once more.